I will travel a ways together. I will teach you all I know, and you will destroy he who has taken my place.
Oh, the dealer, he's so angry. Yeah, so last time well, we had the internet drop and I couldn't get back onto my broadcast, which was, you know, but I starved during the wheel, which was not great. So, we're going to do it again. Although I did manage to get the token of arm wrestling before I died, which was nice. Okay, let's maybe take Deadly Forest out. It seems unwise. Underneath trading food, clearly unlikely. Oh yeah, the other thing of course was I succeeded in pickpocket last time, so now I have caravan robbery, which is a wheel spinning encounter, so it seems like a good one to bring. Basically it's going to give me more food. Healer maybe actually. Oh, because it's an armor breaker. All the gambit hats that I have, because you can never go wrong with gambit hats. I don't think I want to swap any of these in. But, yeah, Armor of Gluttony is generally tempting. Imperial armor is useful because it slows the shuffles down, well, reduces the number of shuffles on the card gambit, which is just invaluable. Maybe I don't need the Berserker's Creed. Let's put the Pious Robes in because they reduce starving, and starving is good. A whole load of rings, a whole load of hats. Which is a good point. I should put the Spyglass guy in. He wants me to give him a hat. Wait, have I already... I've already finished it. Or is he already in? On the other? Huh. Maybe I haven't unlocked him in this. This save file, that's equally possible. I see you have another save file on here, plus all the many times I've played this game on PC, so... just confusing myself. Yeah, maybe I haven't unlocked it. Funny. Okay, supplies-wise, food and the Fates Path are still, I think, my best options. The Ring of Preparation is also quite tempting. But no, I think I'm going to keep the Fates Path. Let's try this again.
Why have the fates themselves turned their attention to you in such a way? Because you are destined for great things. Regicide.
It's such a dramatic word. Anyway, I'm not going to ask them all their questions because we did that in the last one. So we are going to prove ourselves a master of fate, get shards, rescue them from their jailer, Black Knight. He's a scary dude. Sword equipped. Okay, shuffle time. Suffer a curse to get 7 shards. You see, 7 shards is good. 1 curse is bad. But the faster we get the shards, the better, and also the less chance of us starving. So I think I'm going to do it. Whisper something dark and unknowable into the void, and I've gripped with fear. Oh, it's fine.
Nobility continues to reward itself, and the rich become yet more wealthy.
To deal with that. I have no cards for the Mage's Workshop, that's annoying. I was hoping to hit the doors, but reveals cards. Okay. So Fate's Whim is revisit an encounter, which if it just shows those encounters that I've already seen, would be completely useless to me. Wheel of Rage. Then again, if I can get her to give me my platinum card, which is to say...
Here we see yet another wheel, each different, yet each bearing their own similarities.
What have we got here? That's Yvonne's cottage, or Effect's cottage, whichever one we're up to. An arm wrestling. Can't. This is why you should have brought the ring of preparation. It lets you stop the wheel, have a look at it before you spins it. Yeah, I'm gonna regret this. Try Yvette's cottage. I mean, this is what killed me last time, because I got the curse off her, which makes
Good luck taking this token from me.
Eat double food. And then I ran out of food twice as fast. And I failed the shuffle. But no, the one that's on top. Yes! And that is the spell of aging washed off. Baby. I give the baby the aging flowers because, yeah, they keep... they're just pranking each other with the eternal youth versus eternal age or whatever. That's it. Lodge of Youth. I'm just gonna make the...
A reward well earned.
...vial of the Water of Youth. But not this time. Next time, because the token... Okay. Let's go for the Wheel of Rage. So I don't get to pick. Because I don't have the Grifter's Ring yet. But I have picked Spire of Light, which I probably would have chosen if I could have chosen.
Oh dear. Move faster next time.
Time is the bigger issue. The longer you get, the easier it is, surprisingly. Right, and because it is a Spire of Light, my axe. A garbage axe, but it's still an axe. I've got mouth clips on me as well, of course.
You lot are hardly worth our time.
This is epic. We're going to take 12 seconds. Amazing. Oh, nice. Yes, please. Food, very good. And some fame and some fate shards. Good, we're doing so much better than we did last time. Okay, Wheels of Hunger is a tough one. In the sense that it does actually take away your food.
Healing in a place like this always carries
By
a price.
How much food have you got? Just do that. And then I will... Oh yeah, ask about curse removal. How much does it cost? Fame! Ah, of course. I've forgotten. Right, I'm gonna do one Wheel of Hunger, I think. Hopefully not get too awful of roll. Oh yeah. I give them food. I think you get more shards the more food you give up. But anyway, right, I'm not gonna do the other one because I don't want to reduce the amount of food I've got too much. We're already 2/5 of the way there. Somebody is going to join the Black Knight in the final fight. Do I have any particular preference for who it is? Basically no. Although I'd really rather it not be thieves, but you know, I'm not going to waste Malaclips on it.
This particular card is below you,
I didn't realise
even
I
as
had
it
left.
represents a quick means to easy profit.
I didn't think I'd left pickpocket in. Oops. So I had it in last time because I wanted to get the token off it, and I got the token off it, and I meant to take it out instead, but clearly I didn't. Get the last one. Oh, it's on the bottom. No! Damn it. Should have taken the money around. Whereas arm wrestling, you get more gold the longer your streak is. And this is literally impossible.
Back to the
for me do with
bones.
this
I hope you have
equipment, so-
learned to be their master.
Rip. We get a reasonable reward from just 15. No, shame.
At least the
Here we go.
usurper put up the illusion of honor. It's hard to
This
tell
is
if you
the
even have an
sequel.
inkling of the same concerns.
It's the sequel to Pickpocket, where we're joining Merrick the Thief and rushing caravans, which is kind of a dick move. Find a caravan, in particular cartographer, to get a map of the Great Sands. Give him a map. I put this in because I wanted to get, well, I wanted to use the grifters. There we go. Grifter's companion, which is the ring that lets you stop the wheel. There it is. That's the map. Achieved. I think you get like a lot of chances. You can just keep stealing stuff over and over and over again. Which, if you can do wheel gambits reliably, makes it a really big crew card. So, I am not concerned about that.
Alchemy is not
the alchemist.
chemistry. The formulations are merely a receptacle for the powers involved. Every alchemist has at least a touch of the mage about them.
Let's see if I can get. Oh, I was going to go for all yellows, but what happens if I go for all beetles? I might try that. Because some of them are like pain cards. You mix something horrifying and poisonous, but yeah, see. Are you sure you want to add that? Malchus, that's a bad idea. I'm gonna do it. Blue beetle, blue beetle. Oh, gotta shoot. Oh. Right, one more go. Oh, yes. Okay, what do all three beetles give us? Oh, man. It exploded. Oops. 20% green. My laboratory is ruined. Oh no. Irritate. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay. What have we got here? Fate's choice, Fate's whip. Okay, right, I'm gonna start with Fate's whip because again, if I can get the Grifter's companion, that would be great.
Starvation has been the end of many adventurers.
Yes, there it is. Never quite sure with the when there's so few cards.
Excellent. A wise decision.
Absolutely, give me that. Okay. Now, the curse is this one. Deal 20% less damage while my life is full, but thankfully my life is not full. Good.
I'm not
boy.
a vain man. You must appreciate that this game, has been my focus for more years than I can count.
Absolutely fine. don't
I have a
fight
certain
Goblin.
pride regarding its twists and turns.
Oh, we go.
Perhaps you should have taken your time.
I have taken the most time as possible to get there. Yeah, he has a lot of voice lines, like some that are, you know, like Gambit wins and some Gambit fail. But because all the outcomes of these Gambits are bad, he gives the Gambit fail line even though it doesn't
By
make
sea
a
and
great deal of
sun,
sense.
fate and fame!
Plus I'm gonna lose gold if I get hit. Sword is good against the so I'm alright. Just explode in green goo. Best kind of goo. Nice. And food. Yay! Right, now I can do Fate's Choice. I would really not like more curses. That would be bad. So I'm gonna take the wounds, I think. Alright. Just some light lads will be fine. Torches, sure. Let's see if we can get the Mask of Holy Fortunes out of the sewer. I've got the Gambler's Ring now, so... Wow, horrible. No, she's gonna take that, so... I can just fight this lad, that's fine. I like the sewer map. We've not seen it very much, but we'll see it later in Malakop's quest line, but I've not got very far in that because I haven't got enough food to get through the door.
Only for you would I find the place to
He loves me. You hear that? Very beautiful. Like I play spell side, but yeah. Nice. Companions, that's what we are. Best buds. More fame. Fame is nice. Money is nice. Hunger is not so nice. Oh, no, I'm gonna nudge it to the left. Uh-oh. Oh no, give us the ogre. The only person who's ever said that. I like fighting ogres. There's rhythm to it, you know? Although I'm at full health, which means I'm going to do 20% less damage, which is annoying.
You
It's
might
that
want to
curse.
work on this.
That curse is bad.
Clearly you lack what it takes.
I mean, I could allow myself to be hit deliberately, but then I'd lose a gold because of that other curse that I've got. So annoying that I ran into the healer card really early because she could do curse removal, but never cheat an ogre on a straight deal. Says Daros the one armed. I assume he lost the other arm.
I hope this works!
Who said ogre? By the way, he keeps hitting my shield, that's why I'm not actually taking damage. But I am still losing my gold, which is very annoying. There we go. Good thing I gave myself plenty of time though, because it did take over a minute. Hey, but I got a blessing for it. Did not know that was one of the potential rewards. Right, Wheel of Greed is about checking how much money I've got. The answer is not a great deal, so careful here. Whoop, good thing I've got the nudge. Nudge the left. Oh, the healer's there. Yep. I want to get rid of these curses. If I can. Remove a specific curse, please. No, not that one. This one. It's a lot of fame, but that's what gets you the shard. Fairly sure it's one of those ones where, you know, your reward is clothes, that kind of thing. Like, gives you the little, like, hood styles or something. Oh, and I just spent all my fame, so now I won't pass the fame check to get to the armory. Damn it. Oh, it's fine. Now I get yes. Fantastic, thanks. Disconnect. What's that? I'm sure that's about, like, your weapons breaking or something. I can't have a look at it, unfortunately. Full wounds for 8 shards. Actually, I don't even need that. I can just dual Black Knight. That would be enough to put me up to the win threshold of 50 shards. So there we go. I enjoyed dueling Black Knight. Just like combat in this game. Let's go. Ow. can't actually kill him. It's still a tragic thing. Has too many supernatural powers. Ow. Get in the bin. Yeah, I meant to look up whether he counts as an Empire opponent or not. I don't think he does. That'll do. So don't need that amount of food. Get some more shards than I need.
It is not too late to plan better.
Bring more food. No, sharp. Oh my lordy, I have no idea. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm very badly equipped. Like, I've got a lot of equipment. It's a shop, but I don't think I've got money for it in the restaurant.
Now you reap all that you have sown. Now death comes for you in a score of forms.
Absolutely. Death comes for me in the form of the Black Knight, plus the people I have rolled to bring with him, which is annoying. Thieves, and Terror Lads, and... Oof. Okay, Undisciplined is a very bad caster roll as well. 0, 0, 0. Gremlins was the one I really should have aimed for, but it's a difficult shuffle as well. I didn't have any equipment to help with the shuffle, so...
You haven't made this easy for us.
No, I haven't. I'm afraid. The undisciplined guy is obviously doing damage about this, which I think is about he's far and away the scariest. There's no time limit on this fight, thank God. lost 1 gold for being hit once, I think. They're happy because I freed them. Absolutely. Good job, Fates. From a prison we thought eternal. Gratitude shall be endless. So I think they were imprisoned by Callus, right? I think that's the implication at least. So they're going to help me take revenge on him for the dealer because they know that I will be working for them. Anyway. Right, what do we got?
Fate itself begins to turn in your favor. We knew that because you are here.
Okay, Nazgûl's Reckoning and Kivaric's Gaze are anti-northerner things. The Wind's Return is an anti-mage knife, which is fun. Band of Faith is good against the undead, I think. Buckler is a shield, goes in supplies. Gramalkin, Fate Stealing, Cunning Man, and Purgatory. None of those are good. Actually, that's not true. And Forgotten Dreams is fantastic. What else have we got? Saving Yvonne, her Fate is a baby. We get multiple views, and there's now a token attached to the old maid. Raiding caravans, we get Desert Trek. And Shards just, yes, gives us clothes. I thought it did.
We reach toward the end of our tale, and here true magic begins. The gates have been opened, and now we must merely pass through them.
I love the map. It's a shame you can't zoom in on it, really. Yeah, so the next 3 beyond unlocked: Devil, Tower, Star. You can, in theory, jump ahead to them, but generally speaking, the rewards you get for winning one challenge are quite good for the next one immediately following. Generally, not always, but it gives you a little hint as to stuff that you might need. I am going to very quickly have a look at those level hoods. Excuse me, go to the campfire. Game plus. I don't want endless mode. I want the campfire. Give. Yeah, you can just change your character's appearance basically anytime you like. And more importantly, you get to just hang out with your crew, companions, just chilling. So, for example, I could come, dude, he's just so wrinkly. Where's my hair gone? What? It just auto got off. Give me my hair back. Anyway, the point is, the hoods. That's my hair. Thank you. Change the amulet as well, but that doesn't mean a great deal. So yeah, the hoods don't match your outfit automatically, they're just whatever. Super cute. They're all adorable. Yeah, the guys are really less adorable. Go through them. Very powerful wrinkles going on, you know, big frown lines, but also extreme biceps. It really does look like a dude who could, you know, seriously batter you with an axe. I like the longest stringy tail best. Next up, after the Wheel of Fortune, comes Justice, which is very easy to get the silver token on, and basically impossible to get the gold token on.
When tool comes to bear upon the work, both are shaped. This journey will change you and I equally.
You and me, babe. Inquisitive. Anyway, we're going to bring Estrella with us. Desert Trek would be so funny in this one, but it's completely useless. I'll bring Mare of Firewalls just to see if anything can be done with it. But if we are going to try for the gold token, we are not going to see any of these cards. So we should go for really, like, simple. Nothing's going to go wrong here cards. You can see at the bottom left there, max platinum cards 1 of 1, so you're only allowed 1 platinum one at a time. So I can't have both of these platinum reached. Brimstone cards, which are these ones, are evil, so you can have unlimited because why would you? What sort of madman? Right, start with things that are good at precision gambits, which is to say Ghost Diadem, Dice Gambits, Chance cards. Bring the Imperial Armor because it's great, but asking the fortunes I find actually quite annoying. So I don't need to worry about combat. I will throw in some anti-northerner equipment. Also throw in a whole load of new cards because I know that they're anti-northerner things, but I want them to tell us. Come with my faith does. So we've got 2 helmets, 2 swords, a shield, armor, rings, more rings.
I guess that card is one of your favorites. I don't see the appeal.
Yep, I'm using the Band of Faith because I don't remember what it does. Any of these going to be useful? No. Any of these going to be useful? Valiant Aegis might be useful, actually. Other than that, I think that's all we're going with. And then supplies-wise, don't need food or life or anything like that. Go with the sword and ring. Face path is not going to be useful. What's the leather armor's token? Charged bashes. Buckler, actually. Let's go with that. So yeah, we should fairly
People in our
easily be able to
lives
get
have much
silver.
to teach us. In your case, each one is a lesson to be learned. With their aid, you can discover the truth that lies at the center of this web.
Yeah, gold on this map
Allies
is
and
basically
enemies,
impossible. I will try and
friends
explain why.
and foes. The Empire has been all of those things to you. Yet ultimately, the Emperor lays dead by your hand.
Absolutely, yes. So we're working for or with the Empire this time, because General Walden the Fierce has disappeared on a diplomatic mission. I mean, diplomatic is slightly optimistic, but yes. So we are going as a scout. And we've got the mountains have been turned over, so those are impassable. They're going to have little tokens on them that say you can't go there. Ah, interesting. Zoom in on the map. So here, this little token right next to me is the fort, where they've camped. So, visit them. Kylus Bompius Trenico. Fantastic name. Yeah, just to, you know, really rub it in that the Empire are kind of, you know, Roman. Despite, you know, not seeming Roman at all in terms of their, like, character design, but yeah. Supplies of wood and stone is the important thing, because we want to try and build a better fort. I get Captain Alpus. It's a good egg. So I have 20 soldiers. Basically, this is a resource gathering or management kind of challenge. Here is the light forest down next to the store. So I'm going to take my soldiers there, do a gambit, get wood, bring the wood back to the fort, build defences with it. This bottom corner is going to just endlessly spawn northerners who are going to hop around the map and attack the fort. In order to get the gold token, I need to have 500 Empire soldiers with me when we make our assault on the northern camp. But they're going to die really fast every time the northerners attack. Every time the northerners attack the fort. And your defences take time to build. Your resources are limited by
the study of wood is the study of steel. For without the ability to cut, our tools are nothing.
So,
nicely timed.
Light forest is very easy. I'm not going to immediately return the wood to the fort. I'm going to do that again. Bring the maximum amount of wood from this forest.
The pendulum swings like a scythe, bearing hope or failure.
So we now have 100 wood, which is all the timber available in the light forest. So there's nothing left there. Back to the fort, bring the wood, keep searching the hills. We need stone, we need everything. He's going to keep giving me food. I can resupply at the fort. And he's going to give me equipment. This does go to reckon. But Winter's Bane is what I want. Because I've got the butler with me, which is... it's got its own token, so... right. There are 1,000 soldiers on duty. That's the important thing. I need to get the fort's defence up to 1,000. And I need to have at least 500, half the soldiers left by the end. It's incredibly difficult. So I am going to have them build wooden spikes. I'm going to visit the mess tent, pick up food. I'm going to bring Captain Albus with me. Yes, you can see this little northerner over here starting to hop around. He's just going to weave his way around the mountains and come towards the fort. I am not going that way, I am going to the right.
A leader must be strong for their people,
oh gosh,
or they have
I
failed.
can't remember how Estrella's thing goes. Peasants. No. Imperial Legion intends to use the town as a stronghold. They need to evacuate the town. Homes the villagers, that's not good. She has no family left. Is any of this useful? Oh, she knows someone else who will help the peasants. Okay.
It seems the leadership falls to you
one.
and to yours.
Couldn't remember if there was anything I needed to do in that, and the answer seems to be no.
We passed through the rivers and hope to be washed clean, yet here we are.
Absolutely. Okay. Which order I need to do this in?
Old spirits dwell in these
yeah.
waters, and
She's
old
great.
power they offer.
She just
Still,
gives you a
I
weapon
would not
for free.
trust their terms
Because
if I were you.
She's a weird lady. All day.
Stone will be key to your success.
Right, I need to get some stone here. I'm going to run out of food, which is not great. I'd like to get a huge success. There's a lot of stone. Still got all my lads. None of them are dead. Right. forward to this card here. This is how you
The
get the
game
gold
is a
token.
bridge between this world and the next, reaching forward into the nothing beyond.
Yeah, so the Northerners will always take the long way around because they don't know that you build a bridge here. But it is key that you get the bridge here before you do anything else. Because if you spend time going the long way round, like basically we don't want to ever visit these unturned cards. We need to get from this fort to the wood where we get the rest of our wood, which is this one in the middle of the screen. Without ever seeing these cards, because otherwise you will not do it fast enough and you will not get the gold token. Is there anything else I can afford? No, I do need more wood. Probably should have built the ballistas instead of spikes, but also there are all these auxiliary things that maybe build stone structures faster. Actually, mason's a good idea. Basically, you just come back for food and for soldiers. Is my bridge done? Yes, good. Yeah, you see, so 57 soldiers were lost when the Northerners hit. Obviously, the more the defense goes up, the fewer soldiers are lost each time, but still not good. I would like this guy
Take
to
a
move,
brief
though.
moment of peace in these northern
I'm
winters.
going to wait for that.
The raiders will move closer now. Be careful.
Only once, though. Yes, give me Kavari's gaze, please. I can't afford it. Well, he's going to put it on the top of the deck. Right, here we go.
Old
Here's the
woods
dense woods.
and old secrets dwell here.
And again, you want to be hitting huge successes basically every time, because well, if you get failures, your soldiers might die, and some things you do actually need to have a full complement of soldiers to make them build the right things. That's good stuff. But just
Breathe.
getting more
You
wood
have done
for your
well.
food is more efficient. I'm out of food, so I can't collect any more. Yeah, the northern counters, I don't know if you can see, they don't move when I cross a card that I've already crossed. But the ones that don't ever, you know, the ones that stay lit up rather than going dull, they will move when I step on those. Right, build the palisade. More food. Bring Captain Albus with me. We are going this way. Hello, Grumbles! 854 remain. You see that's not great. Can I see the progress of the building? Okay. Now I have to step on these northerners, unfortunately.
This is a force too large for you to handle on your own. Let them pass.
Yeah, you just have to avoid them. God's sake. Just pick the one failure card out of 4. Absolutely incredible.
Quickly, while we have the upper ground. On my mark.
I did! Yes, jab number 1 on, when was it, Thursday?
Show your worth through action.
Enough fame to carry the Scorched Blade, but I'm not going to use the Scorched Blade right at this moment. Yes. But, nothing terrible. As much stone as I can. You don't need as much stone in total as you do wood. God's sake. Let's have another go. Okay. Right, there we go. So he's told us that there's a secret passage at the quarry, which was why I was hanging around here until I got that information. Oh no! So now I want to go for the huge success. Oh bloody hell. Okay, apparently normal success was fine. But I need to have, I think,
A hidden passage. Perhaps you can make it harder for the Northerners to progress.
Yes, I need 20 soldiers, you see. If I hadn't got that failure, I would have 20 soldiers. So now, you know, it's that sort of the fact that I have to go back to pick up more lads without having had time to fortify the tunnel. Now I won't have enough wood because I just built something that needed more wood. You see, it's optimizing this to actually get the gold token is very, 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 very difficult.
That will set you in good stead from here.
I'm gonna stick around here getting loads of wood though because I want that Northern to go past me. Let's think about this one more. He's just terrible. He is. It's like he's never even... Oh, I don't. Makes me cross just thinking about him, to be honest. Oh my god. He really mistimed his magic. Oh well. That'll do.
Nicely timed.
Okay. Let me get the heck out of the way. Now wait for one turn so the Northern moves. Starting to lose men. 700 remain. Which is pushing it a bit fine. Yeah. I may well not get the yeah. That does not surprise. Alright, now I have no soldiers with me, so I can't do anything at the quarry because I have no strong lads to carry my stuff. So I need to head back to the fort. I've got plenty of resources, so I just need them to get the gatehouse down. Okay, more soldiers. I've got a lot of stone. There we go. So they've fortified the tunnel, so now they can't get through. Yay! Yes, absolutely. Though Fiona Shaw's accent is like... but still. Everything else about it is great.
Breathe. You have done well.
Oh, I'm breathing, I'm breathing. Right, okay. We're fairly sure. Close to getting all the resources we actually need. How are we doing? Okay. At this point, we basically can't afford to lose anyone else. We haven't finished yet. Here's this shop. So yeah, that's Kivari's gaze. Causes. Yeah, I thought it was an undead from Band of Faith. Just couldn't remember. Come on, finish building the thing. Okay, let's finish building the thing. Now we are. Can I don't need any more resources. Fantastic. I just need to wait. Good. I'll hop around here and see what some of these cards are in that case.
I hate them, even when they're helpful. You could have easily kept the priests out of this, you know.
Love that guy. Just straight up gives you money.
Victory. You are learning.
Absolutely. Let me get ahead of this smuggler before he chases me. Doing 5%. Come on.
You may take their garb,
It's
but hopefully
great.
not their ideas.
No, but it's such good armor. 7%. Just gotta wait. Do I want to equip the repulse causes damage to armor? Actually, I should probably have the scorched blade equipped because it's great. They're both really good though. Keep it space for now. Wait and let this move on to me. So yeah, if you're standing at the
Can
fort,
you hold against such
when
savages?
the Northerners
And for
arrive,
how long?
you can fight them a little bit. Does it help in terms of the numbers? Who get killed or not? I don't know. Just one of those things. Sometimes fighting is fun. Yes, we can see the buckler, the second most boring shield in the game. Why did they not show it? Did they show it? Boo-hoo. Stop killing my guys. Now, bloody hell. Should have brought the dog very back as well. Oh well. Was it an old episode of Michael Portillo? That's even worse. Like, asked for a repeat. 61 soldiers remain. I think I'm going to be okay. Well, there's training, I would guess. I've no idea. So yeah, we're just waiting for them to finish this last thingy-majig, which is the ballista. I don't remember which one it is. I'm literally just going to sit at my camp and hit wait. Fortress is under attack again. So nail-bitingly close though, because it is normally like, you know, you'll get down to like 520 or something, and it's like, if you'd been any closer, lost any more soldiers, then you'd be screwed. That's just no gold token for you. Exactly the situation where I just need to wail on the shaman, because none of the others know to go for. I mean, I wasn't really. So, I mean, that's a lot of right stuff. Like, I went to the chemist to get a vein jab, so we were all very socially distanced inside anyway. Oh, 503 soldiers remain. Oh no. How are we doing? 80%. Okay, oh my goodness. Absolute skin of our teeth stuff. There we go. So that's the end. It was a trap. We were lured to the village with promises of peace with their warriors. Thousands of warriors had snuck behind us. We didn't stand a chance. So this is one of Roldan's men. Yeah. So we are going to go and attack the northern village. What? Oh!
Try as you might,
487. Oh! Damn it! I thought we would make it. Oh, that's so annoying because I needed 15 people to hold the fort. Oh, that's so annoying. Anyway, I'm equipping this Scorched Blade because that's better against armor, which Roldan has a lot of. Can I heal up again? Yes, thank you. Oh no, that sounds well dodged. Like, so we can walk through the tunnel. Can't remember if I need to pass this one. It's just to find something in the tunnel, right? Yes, a curious ring.
Well done.
Genuinely useful, that ring. I can't walk onto the mountains, I know. It's just me clicking on the thing.
And here is your reward, at least in potential.
I am not getting the reward, and that's fine, because I don't have the Potion of Youth, which is what she wants. I don't have enough money to get a blessing. Yeah, I put a whole load of really tame cards because I just knew we weren't going to see them.
Bring the battle to their door.
Here we go. At least we'll get the silver token. Oh, I'm so annoyed. We were absolutely just like within a hair's breadth actually getting that gold token. And I did not. So annoying. It's just because I had to go back for those extra men instead of being able to notify the quarry immediately. Yeah, so here's the Frost Tyrant, champion. He's a scary dude. Huh.
I liked things when they were black and white. You make life complicated.
Hit roll down one. So Scorch Blade is fantastic. It catches fire. And he's going to fall off the cliff. Bye, dude. I mean, yeah, I guess what I find weird about that sort of video is that, like, you can't necessarily, you know, how certain are you that the guys are guilty before videos of them of being, you know, obliterated go up on YouTube? It sounds unjust to me, but you know. But yes, the point was, without an army of 500, the Empire has lost, so we did not get the gold.
You have built your towers right into the heart of northern territories and held them against great forces.
So, a couple of shields, armor, and knives. And there's the spyglass guy that I was looking for earlier. Worker's hammer. Strella's quest furthered. Greyfell Tunnel gets us bullseye, which is basically essential for actually getting the gold technologies. And there's the tactician's buckler. So yeah, oh man, Justice, so tough. I love it. You know, like it's a whole sort of different challenge to the others in terms of strategy and whatever, but
I have devoted my life to this game, yet even now it grows stale for me. I wish I did not know what I know now. I wish that I could indulge in the simple innocence of the common folk.
oh, I'll give you common folk, babe. Yes, so Hanged Man is another one we're going to fight Northerners, sort of. We need to save the peaceful villagers, get to them before the Northerners rampage along, evacuate the village by doing gambits. I'm going to bring Eric
A smith,
with me.
and a fine one. Of all your companions, I respect her the most.
Bring Anders the Drunkard, which is her challenge. Do I want to add here? Ramalkin, I think. Exchange. Can't remember what it is you need to give him to get him to reveal map. Might do it anyway though. God, so many of these are terrible. Spyglass, Watchtower, Planet World. All of these are reveal map ones. Let's bring the Waterfall of Youth. Jousting armor and bullseye. I should have brought the jousting armor on the previous one, shouldn't I? That was dumb for me. Spain. That's a lot of armor. I probably need more weapons. Dip, dip, do. Let's get to Spain. Let's try that.
It is so tempting, is it not, to divide the world into good and evil. If the Empire is a bastion of civilization, the North must be filled with barbarians. Or perhaps it is the other way around. Perhaps the noble Northerners have a true connection to the land, and the Empire is lost.
Yeah, is it easy to get into? I mean, yes, kind of. It definitely, like, you know, the early challenges definitely, like, introduce you to the rules and how the game works, gently. But then it ramps up the difficulty quite fast when you get to the mid-game. So, I guess, I mean, it's great. If it's still in the, it was on sale recently, on PlayStation Store, which is why I got it on this, because I've had it on PC for ages, basically since release. So I would recommend it very much because it's just a fantastic game. But yes, I mean, I guess it depends on. Well, have you played sort of deck building, any sort of deck building games, like actual, not board games because they're not. There's no board involved, but you know what I mean, actual real life card games. Because there's lots of, you know, any of that kind of tactic. If you've got experience with those, then. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely think it's a great game. It's got a good story to it, and yes, I love this game. So I'm too biased to give it an objective, like, ruling on that, I think. But yeah. Anyway, so we need to rescue the villagers before the Northerners arrive. The Northerners are over there on the right-hand side, and they're going to just walk towards us, progressing from right to left across the board. And I need to visit as many peaceful villages as I can. Yeah,
The Empire presents strength, yet abandons their outpost at the first sign of trouble.
If it's still on sale, I would
Corruption
say get
has
it
left
because it's only like
hollow
£4 or something.
inside.
And then you can find out whether you like it or not. Maybe don't get it at full price if you're not sure that you're going to like it. Go for this top peaceful village first because he's one step closer to the Northerners, but it should make a great deal of difference. I'm also, yeah, there's Bullseye with like his. I actually need to worry about any of these. I don't think I am going to buy them because I can't actually use any of them. I haven't got the fame requirements, so.
Life goes on in these small towns until it ceases.
I don't know if you can see on the Peaceful Village card the little shaggy dog in the right corner of the picture. It's just so cute. And right, let's visit the village and we will talk to people, talk to the elder, tell him the Northerners are coming, and he needs us to look for omens and just needs to do a dice roll. Yay! Yep, gods have spoken. We've saved the village. So now I'm gonna travel back across the cards I've already overturned. That is the end. Yeah.
You have saved some, but there is more yet to be done.
That absolutely is, and that's fine. So yeah, reluctant allies is you meet elves in the forest, but unfortunately it's basically impossible to convince them to actually do anything about Northerners, so I'm not even going to bother stepping on that. Warn the guys about the Northerners. Tell them to flee. Ariadne wants to know. So don't need to worry about that. It's top card and spend. So there we go. That's both the villages on this spread of cards saved, so we can go back to the border and travel onwards. Out of the northern hills onto the majestic plains. Sometimes you get really unlucky with the way that the cards are placed. Not so much this time. My merchant's ring didn't show up any shops on this level, which is interesting. Because I'm out of food. Gonna just give him some money. Please tell me something. There we go. Okay, so it's elves at the bottom, village at the top. I need to ignore the elves. Well, I could ask them for food, but I think it's very unlikely.
A balance of resources is key. No one wants to perish wealthy, but starving.
Fork in the road tells me where the end of the map is, despite that being blatantly obvious. No, it's fine. Please have food, please. Thank you. Wow. Very small amount of food. Okay. I need to get to that village before those others do.
Next time, bring more food.
Visit the village. Tell them the Northerners are coming. Vivid description of the fate they will face at the hands of the approaching warriors. A huge brawny guy called Dommel. I'm gonna beat him in an axe fight. Axe throwing contest, obviously.
The pendulum is ever changing, and the challenges it presents change too. Now you will clash, and we will see who survives.
And not the only village who was on this level, so keep moving. Wow, that's a terrible spread. Okay, well I have to move here first, otherwise it's going to get overrun. Okay, let's see if the small child any useful information.
Let us see what the smith can achieve.
Oh yeah, Ariadne's great in a fight. Because she hits so hard. I love my hefty wife. If you hit them hard enough, they do what you want.
Poor boy! This won't end well! Come on!
Just destroy him! Okay, right. Can we get the child to tell us something useful, please? For the love of heck. It's a 9, so we need a 4 up. Yes. return most of the map. That's fantastic. Bless you, child. I don't know if you can see, by the way, these brimstone cards behind the Northlands are just devastation. Where they've just wrecked everything. Okay, we don't need to visit the Waterfall of Youth, however nice it would be. We've got 3 villages. Northerners. Okay, the fort. I would love to inspect the fort because sometimes you can find more food in that, but I don't want the Northerners to move, so I'm going to leave it. You basically have, there are 3 different ways of forming them. There's the pendulum one, there's the throwing the dice and throw one, and there's the shuffle one. This is the dice one again. Taking a break to make camp and rest, absolutely. I need food. Food is good. That's why they rhyme, sort of. Okay. There's a village. It's another axe fight one. Put that troll slicer away, mercenary. Tragically, you don't actually get to slice any trolls. But at least not in the little actual animated combat bits. Okay, I think that's all the villages on this spread, so we can head to the province border again. The Chortos wall, ramshackle line of old stones marking the old northern border. It's like Hadrian's Wall, but like once upon a time. Yes, indeed. I will be back on Wednesday as usual. Probably with more of this, but maybe with Civ. I don't know. But yes, see you then. Thanks for joining. Bye. Okay. What have we got? We've got a shop. Shop is good. Shop sells food.
Now would be a good time to buy some food.
I know, babe. Way ahead of you. I love the dealer, but he does sometimes state the obvious. Okay, so this guy is racing on ahead of his comrades at the moment, so we're going to head to this northern road. Ha! Village! We've got the dice throwing one. Is the threshold going up? No, it's not. It's 14 as well. Wow, what a sucky throw. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. The gods will protect us. Or, you know, maybe they won't. Did you consider that?
Getting oneself lost is often the beginning of wisdom. We cannot stay within the bounds of safety and hope to learn there.
Absolutely. So, wandering the forest, we find a giant cat. She is actually giant. I am not going to waste my food on her. I'm sorry, darling. I will pet you, though. Meow. A wondrous wanderer lost in my neck of the woods. I will show you the way. She's going to overturn cards because she can talk. She's giant and she talks. Okay.
Nicely done.
That will get me Field of Fey, I think, which is very annoying. Oh man, where are the villages? What's this one? Let's try this one again. Oh my god. Okay, can I keep the 4? I can. time to leave. Yeah, because the Northerners are literally breathing down your necks. Now, okay. I want to avoid the horde, thank you. Okay, so I've got 2 cards that I have not turned over. I've got this one and this one. If I visit this one, these Northerners will encroach on this one. Whereas if I go down to this one and look at a man of the world, he'll just turn those cards over for me. I won't need to worry about them. But I would need to get past the Northerners. I would need to fight them to reach this card. So I'm going to visit this one.
In my youth, I
it's
used
the
to
bridge.
climb.
Never mind.
There is little better than the wind in your hair and the thought of death.
The Richter Bridge is quite an annoying encounter, but sometimes you need to cross it in order to actually reach the rest of the map. But thankfully here it's just fallen in the corner, so you don't need to cross it. Yeah, this is another axe throwing one. That's fine. If you want to actually read what they're saying, I'm sure you can like slow down the video as well.
That will set you in good stead from here.
There we go. He is going to rescue the village because I bested him. So yeah, a Man of the World is a really great card. It literally just turns over every single card on the board. But I don't need that because I have actually managed to turn over every card on the board. So we just head for the border, I guess. Sorry, I'm going to inspect the board and see if we get anything useful. Oh no. I hate rerolling 4s. Because the probability of getting higher than a 4 is low. Oh great! There's just thieves and light hanging out. This is the interior card. We don't see it really until the end game. Well, not literally the end game, but like much later. Bless her. Ariadne, her targeting is different to the rest of the companions. She goes for the most heavily armored ones because she's good at hitting it with a hammer. So she actually went for the right spot, which basically none of the companions would do. She actually, you know, did a really good job taking it out. She's strong. Love my little wife. Get something, anything value, equipment, what have we got? Lord's Diadem. The slow swing is actually, I find it very irritating because like most of the precision gambits I know them and therefore I know approximately when best to stop the swing, so when you change the speed of the swing, that actually throws me off rather than helps. So I've taken the Marksman's Bane, which is an anti-Empire sword. You keep the Soldier Sword equipped for the moment. Made it up to Hadrian's Wall, sorry, the Chortos Wall, the old northern border. Oh man. Okay, this is a terrible layout. If I don't want to lose any villages. Which again is how you get the gold.
Too many do not think of what lays ahead of them. After an
Spyglass.
eternity in a timeless void,
It's really
I
useful
do not
sometimes.
have this luxury.
So if you give him your hat, he will turn over the map for you. I don't have a hat. I wish I did, but I don't. To keep moving to absolutely make sure that this one is not.
Even the
also
greatest of
disadvantaged.
all
Okay,
of us
thank
are
goodness.
our Father's children, for better or worse.
The Nag's Head Tavern, popular drinking establishment and impromptu fistfight arena. Anders is Ariadne's friend. And he is drunk and sad. I am going to give him money. Don't know why he would want my money, but it's an option. Why are you lying in a puddle, Anders? He has nothing. Oh, I mean, we are his friends. Don't say we don't have friends. The forge was shattered by the ogre. That's what we did in the strength chapter, which is a couple of parts ago. But we are going to help repairing the forge. Absolutely. It'll be really easy. We definitely know what we're doing.
So, twisting your path to this table. Now I
That's what we're
begin
doing.
to understand why. You cannot help but aid the hapless.
I'd love to aid the hapless. I need to back off. Here's the village, visit the village, tell the villagers that the northerners are coming. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. One interesting way you can help the peaceful village is that if the northerners are literally standing
There
on
is
the
a
peaceful
reason
village,
this cart travels the long way around. I would rather not trust my life to such pathways.
I have got no armor on, so I get a high success chance. I'm gonna keep moving. I need to make sure that there are. Thanks, priest. I was so close to being an unhelpful priest if I was one step north or one step closer. Huh. Oh yeah, I can't count. I've already saved 9 of the 10 villages.
Games within games within games.
6. Please, for fuck's sake. Oh, screw all of them. Hurry up and deal with the spire, please. While I have to deal with Shane. Oh, and she teleports around the map. It's very annoying. Crunchy. Ow. Nice slime. It's not even that bad. And the Horde are encroaching, but we've only got one more village to save, and it's right next to border. Oh god, it's another pendulum one. What have we got? Is it always the same configuration? Apparently it is. Yet I had not remembered that being the case. And that's all 10 villages saved, which means we get the gold token. You can lose up to half of the villages and still get the silver token. And here we are.
Who remains for you to put your trust in? There are no allies for you or I in this world.
You or me, honestly, babe. Anyway, approaching the city. The walls of the capital have the northern invaders only to find a mass of people stranded outside the city because they're not letting them in. Captain Alpus, who was the guy who was so helpful with all our gathering missions in Justice, has taken me up to the battlements. General Trenico is the same guy who was in charge of the fort in Justice. Yep, these two are the same guys. Aha, at last we have the troublemakers in custody. Well, mercenaries, despite your efforts to clear out the northern villages, as you can see, the barbarians still took the bait. Because it was a trap. The Imperial Army wanted the Northerners to come down to smash them. Mount the catapults, ready the archers. And then I have to fight Captain Alpus, who was my friend. So sad. We get to see what he actually looks like. What he actually looks like is has a great moustache. Ha! The Empire is filled with those who would follow any order without question. Albus would arrest his own mother if the general told him to. Ow.
Going easily and not causing us trouble isn't really how we do cats. Sorry!
Oh, I love Ariadne. She's great. But yeah, she's done a marvellous job. She's just utterly obliterated Albus. Tragically, I don't have a reflecting shield, so I can't use Markswood's Bane to its proper effect to deflect bullets back at people. God. There we go. Ariadne get the kill. Look how much damage she does. I'm so sorry, Albert. He was my dude, and he just betrayed me. So yeah, basically the Empire were trying to arrest us, and we just, like, murdered the dudes who were trying to arrest us and ran away. But yeah, so it worked. The Imperial Army managed to destroy the Northern Army. But, you know, all those...
They will laud you as a great defender, if they mention you at all. The histories of ones like us are often obscured.
So we've got Wandering Tracker, Empire 4, Far North, which is the Brimstone card, and just horrifyingly difficult. And Live by the Sea. Holy Mace, Pillager's Pride, Champion Plate Nail. Gold token gets us St. Tal's Day. Gambler's Hood for exploring the fort. Field of Fae for amusing Grimalkin the giant cat. And Anders' forge needs to be repaired. So Ariadne's quest continues. Opportunes. Okay, that's the Hanged Man finished. Now next, death.
We live in a shattered world. Death and despair are all that remains after the assassin has moved upon the Emperor. Yet this world merely reflects the world above. The heavens are in turmoil, and the game of life and death is chaired by madmen.
Yeah. Well, the dealer loves to make everything about him. So yes, the Thieves Guild are trying to kill me. I am being hunted by an assassin known as the Reaper. I need to get high max life, and we're going to be fighting thieves. So, high max life is going to start with, and fighting thieves. We don't need to worry at all about healing. We're going to be healed up regularly by a helpful dude. Let's just bring Fate's Path, because Fate's Path is the best. Actually, I'm going to think about what encounters I put in before I choose my companion, I think. Let's think about this. Carriage the departed gets you a crap ton of food. Road to Goblin Town is... yeah, okay. Now, Fiend in Need is an interesting one, because if I'm getting healed up, I may as well. Actually, I wonder if I should put my brimstones in here. That might be interesting. That might be very interesting, actually. Fetid Fence actually reduces your max life guaranteed, which is just garbage, so let's not do that. Bring Purgatory and Winter Solstice. St. Talla's Day. No, actually not St. Talla's Day. This one that's Shrine is more certain to give you max health. 12 Youth. Shrine. I mean, the Alchemist, if I could be certain to actually create the right potion, but as I've demonstrated, I'm bad at Alchemist. What else? The healer only heals you, she doesn't actually increase your health, is your point. Swing the Soothsayer. Okay, what else? Yeah, maybe I should go for one of the brimstones. Let me think. So the far north is terrifying because you're trekking north, unsurprisingly. So you need a crap load of food. Otherwise you can starve to death. But if you do start starving, a crap load of health is second best. Or the Deadly Forest, which just straight up is always going to cause you pain. I can't remember how you do it though, that's the problem. Basically you need to I think maybe you just need to do the encounter several times until you encounter some weird forest guy who gives you a special magic ring. But yeah, I can't remember what the trigger for getting the magic ring is. I'm gonna put Far North in. That's a terrible idea. Okay. Actually, yes. Imperial Armor and the Ruby Ring both give you life. Max life, I mean. Which is very nice of them. I'm going to put the Pious Ribs in because while that decreases your max life if you're starving, that's still better than starving. Combat against thieves. What have we got? The Billy Clubs. Are there going to be goblins? Actually, not sure. I'm not bother with Extinguisher. But that's a lot of different armor. What else have we got? One of those is desperately useful. Let's look at things that have got tokens on. Can't remember if one of Coward's Bane is an anti-thiefy one, right? So Vengeance. I mean, generally speaking, light weapons are good against thieves. I can't remember specifically what they've got that makes them good. Will of the Emperor, that's anti-thief. Actually, there's no point in me bringing the Imperial Armor, which is 20 max life if I have a one-handed weapon equipped. If I'm not going to bring any one-handed weapons with me. But none of these are good against like thieves is not a thing that one-handed weapons do. So yeah, maybe leave the Imperial Armor actually. These are heavy armors, of course, which champion and jousting, which is, bad. because they slow you down massively. Actually, let's bring the Gambler's Hood. What the hell? This is such a motley collection. Colbion. This is not optimized in any way because it's been a while since
For
I've
many,
done this
the
challenge.
card of death represents change rather than mortality. For you, we will see.
It can be both.
Do you hear them approaching? The whisper upon the winds. Dark forces ride forth to stop you.
Absolutely. Street urchin being all like, oh, it's you, you're special. Yeah, bad men talking about you. Sure, I should have brought food, shouldn't I? Someone's offered a lot of gold to have me killed. The Reaper is
The longest night
big dude.
and a symbol of the deepest matters. You would do well to
I
attend
will
to the
indeed
things that
give
happen
a blessing
here.
for max life. So Fate's Path was the blessing that I put in my supplies that shows all encounters when I reach the end of the level. But I only had the one.
You would be better to avoid the Fae. It is not my place to tell you what to do, however. The game will determine that.
So I'm going to try and catch this tiny fairy. I mean, she was just doing her own thing. Whatever, apparently we're catching her. Let her go and she'll give me a wish.
Here we see yet another wheel, each different, yet each bearing
That's
their
a
own
blessing, not a curse,
similarities.
but I really hope it's a blessing and not a curse, in fact. Nope, we go. Also, there is a huge success over there, but I didn't take it. 50% damage increase, weapon ability next time I use a heavy weapon. Well, I have no intention of using heavy weapons at all this challenge. So
I have walked
don't
beyond
worry about
these
that.
gates. I do not recommend it.
Absolutely. My journey leads directly through purgatory, as you do. Old man is going to tell me what's coming, which is to say, just a couple of blessings, a couple of decidedly annoying curses. I am not going that way because the curses are worse than the blessings are good.
Gasping with each step, hoping to survive.
No food, I
Find
know.
food if you can.
I haven't even got enough gold to get enough food to... Anyway. That's all I can afford. Yeah, I probably should not bring the
You
most
should be more
optimized
careful,
deck with
given
this
the
game.
price on your head.
Absolutely. Anyway, so, up against thieves, fighting thieves. Light weapons equipped. We brought the slightly better default light weapons than just the absolute standard ones. So yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. And I've got Colbion with me, who is pretty
Should have put away. We will finish this.
whirly attack. Stab! Just chuck him against the palisades. Well, hey. The Reaper will end me. Will he? I mean, maybe he won't, we just don't know. So it's the Gambler's Hood. And the Mercenary Garb. I can't actually wear either of them because I don't have the fame required, but I'm gonna take the Mercenary Garb. And some food.
Death comes closer and closer. Can you hear it?
Seek solace in a remote inn known as the Flailing Dragon, which is a brilliant name for a pub. And the innkeeper is a mage, so he's going to heal me at the end of each level, which is very useful. was a great magician once, working for the king, back when there was a king. So he must be like at least 100 years old, bless his heart. Yeah, so the Reaper is also ancient and, you know, bad. Also implying that the Emperor is the one who hired him, which is probable. It's a nice linear spreads that we've had so far. Like, the road to Goblin Town is paved with gold and dead mice. Thank you, Horace, son of a village idiot. Saw a goblin going in there, so we're gonna just go down there. I think this is the first time we've seen one of the trap maps, which is kind of fun. So like a combat map, you're actually like in control of your character, but there's lots of traps. There are various little chests with treasure in, food, gold, or health. We just have to scoot our way past this to the door, which is in the back left over there. Gold over here. There's food there. Is there anything over in that corner? I think there is. It's very nice that you can actually move the camera around now. It used to be when the game first came out that the camera was fixed for these, which is makes it 10,000 times more difficult. But yeah, thank goodness they're not fixed anymore. I got most of everything, but I didn't find the goblin. Used the wily magics. But I got the token.
Take your predictions and do with them what you will.
Alright, Soothsayer can be very useful. She's going to show me the next X number of cards. So plus 10, plus 20, max life, loss of gold, loss of life, loss of max life. But that's still going to give me net plus 2 max life, which is what we're looking for, so... healing. Max life, that's the important one. Lost all my gold, that's a bit garbage. And then the max life back down again, but we've still gained 2. Which is
I cannot imagine how your headstone will look should you manage to get eaten by an herb.
Plant. An herb. That's such a... yes, a plant. If we eat this fruit, we're going to get max life, but I need to throw my equipment to distract his mouth, and the only thing I've got... I'm going to throw the armor, actually, because I can't wear it yet. So I'll probably come back around the equipment jack. So there we go. We eat the fruit. It seems weird to eat fruit from, like, a
Here's a
plant that's
token
clearly,
for you,
like,
if you can
animate,
earn it.
you know? The spider... Very big Shelob energy with a little corpse spun into a web. So yeah, basically we get 3 equipments that she's sort of like made worse by getting spider goo on them, basically. What do I want here? Let's go with pious robes. Yes, armor defense reduced from 5 to 1 because of the caustic saliva. Damage, but useful.
A reward
Yeah,
well earned.
I have no money whatsoever. Oh yeah, yes, this is vengeance. It's not okay, no, it's not anything specific faction-wise. I couldn't remember. What would he give me for the bad pious robes? I'm tempted to sell them, actually. So I got the token, which was what I wanted.
I'm hoping this process will teach you something. Something about how the game is crafted and how the rules abide. Perhaps something about sleeping gently while deadly assassins are on your tail too.
The Reaper's arrow is deadly that never misses, pierces your armor and shields. So yeah, there's nothing I can do apart from getting max health up. But I can get max health up. Oh god! I really shouldn't have sold the pious robes, should I? Okay, so I probably shouldn't have packed this card. But let's have a go. Libraries hold little knowledge of the mysterious north beyond Mount Freydis, which was what we saw in the High Priestess card. There are only theories, ancient creatures, haunted weird woods, rumours of a powerful sword trapped in the frozen lake at the end of the world, which is what we want. We want the sword. There is a point where the ice stretches on in every direction for eternity. This quest is doomed. Yeah, because I don't have enough food for this. A hungry farmer offers passage for bread, supposedly knows the road. If she's actually going to tell me something useful, I will take a carriage and consume 3 food with her. Frozen thickets. Wooden temple. Greetings, pilgrims. We should take the safer, longer route of the sun path. Okay. Take the sun path, like you said. I'm gonna start starving. Nothing awaits us here but death. Yep. Oh boy. Okay, I'd forgotten that it was dice rolls, which I am not well equipped for. Apart from having Corpulon. Oh man! Time in the forest is but a distant memory. Ice stretches in every direction. Maybe let's abandon my quest. Yeah. I was not well equipped for it.
Think
That's
about
fine.
purchasing food here.
Yeah, yeah.
Your supplies are running low. Make your choices carefully.
So yes, I need to have massive amounts of food and things that make dice rolls easier. It's good to remember exactly what it is that I'm going to need. Sharp knives go where? And that gets the token off my knives. Searching the fallen. What we got? Equipment. Coward's Bane, which each thief defeated in combat increases the weapon damage, but they have really high fame threshold. Or will the Emperor, which straight up just executes a thief? It's fantastic.
I wonder how the Emperor feels about his precious wrath now, eh?
Absolutely. Okay, that's literally the end, the reaping. I hadn't realised we were quite so close to the end of the level. It's not fantastic. Injured Traveller. It is a fiend. He wants to drink my blood, basically. Absolutely. So he takes 30% each time, which of course diminishes because the less you've got, the less 30% is. I think I need to have at least 3 of them for him to get the token. Is that right? But unfortunately we're not going to see that encounter.
To the victor go the spoils.
Sword,
Do not wield a
want
weapon you
to
do not
equip.
wish to see turned against you one day. Kneel if it
Shrine,
pleases you. No one will listen.
which is just pray and get max health. Fantastic card. Assuming I can roll nicely. Yep, there we go. 1, 2. I still am not likely to make it.
Assassins. I'd hate everything they stood for if it wasn't for their occasional usefulness.
Absolutely. Anyway, so the Knight's Sword, by the way, is an anti-vampire sword. Shadows are what this game calls vampires. They're kind of lizardy little dudes. But they drink blood, you know, so that makes them vampires. Oh yeah, Horns recharge, so I can show off the like this. Toot! One guy just straight up dies. It is random which one it picks, so like... Ow. Get rid of that guy. There it goes. Toot!
For those who wager, and those who win.
What was it? Yes. So you see that the uses remain at 3. You're allowed to have... It's just 3 uses per fight. And then it recharges between fights. Gambler's Hood gets rerolls of 2s and 5s, which is interesting because rerolling 2s is good, rerolling 5s is usually not good. Also the wager ability, which is, in my opinion, complete garbage. Please, 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 please increase my max health. I can't remember if she does increase max health. Or is it just increase health? Hi. Yeah, it's a really annoying one to get on the last level because at the beginning of each new map you'll 1 life gain, but there are no new maps at this point, so looks like we're only getting the silver token today.
Death comes for all of us in time, but some live to defeat it.
The innkeeper is going to heal me up, so it doesn't matter that I am not at full health. Here we go, he's going to cast a healing spell. Lovely. And then the Reaper. So yeah, not having enough max life. I've not got the gold. But we can still
You
get
may
the silver.
still flee death, perhaps.
Stunned and sprawling on the ground. And there he is. He's an assassin, which is a class of thief that we've not seen yet, I don't think. And he's a brimstone assassin, which is even worse. My innkeeper friend healed me up a little bit though. But not to full, which is kind of dickish of him. But yes, this is our first actual brimstone fight. So yeah, it's brimstone, which is that texture going on. And he teleports. He's immense. I'm going to use the horn on him as much as I can. Unsurprisingly, you can see he's got a lot more than 100 health, so it's going to take several blows of the horn. It's really quite slippery. Ow, come back here. Ow, big attack. God. One last one low. There we go. Zap. That's good. Yeah, that wasn't the world's most efficient fight, but whatever. We did the job. Few clues as to who sent him. We don't know who hired him.
Even death itself lies defeated,
Absolutely.
or at least its agents. Do not hurry to think yourself truly immortal.
So, Spider Trap and Fabled Beast and Interception and just a shop that we can put in whenever we like. Harvest Blade, Broad Shield, Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye's a good one, Harvest Blade's quite good, Broad Shield's garbage. Follow the Goblin. And another trap card, one Drunken Knight, it's just a trap maze. Imperial Helm for getting the Spider Nest. Cutthroat Blade for getting daggers. And the Night Sword for the Shadow Beast. Good. Oh, and the next is Temperance, which is another one where starving is our main problem.
These pieces come together in order to allow us a window into your past, the events that have led you here, your reason for being, and perhaps mine.
My god, no. The implication that the dealer is anything less than utterly enigmatic, incredible. Yeah, so we're up against undead and necromancers, and we need food. So, Carriage of the Departed gives us food. It's also about undead. Tempted to do illicit trade just to get the token off it. Again, if I put far north in, but if I'm equipped for starving, let's bring the old mate. Gets rid of curses, which is not necessarily helpful. Fim Beast. I'm trying to remember if you get food from one version of the dice rolls and choices in that. You can get a blessing as well. deception in. Stuff that gives food. Let's put St. Talis Day in. She gives you a blessing, but you can ask for a food-based blessing, which is quite nice. What else is an easy way of getting food? Distress damsel, you have to fight for it though. Friendly keeper, you have to buy it, but it's still pretty great. Grimmy, you're giving away food. Lots of these are giving away food, actually. Dilemma. It's a pretty easy one. Oh, Rana, you can fish. Fishing gives you food. Loads of food. Let's put tarts and pies in. I really would like to get the Old Maidens. Actually, if I say that, once you unlock the Old Maiden's token, she turns into a platinum card, which makes her harder to use because you're only allowed 1 platinum per challenge most of the time. Whereas when, you know, she's just herself, you can keep using her forever and ever, which is nice. It's my boy. Right, things that help you with food. We need Valiant Aegis. These would be interesting. Both these, that's all good. Things that are new, or I haven't seen the description. Harvest Blade is another one that gives you food. Wind's Return, I think, is a mage's one, not a... I'm trying to remember, there's something which is good against necromancers, and I can't remember what it is. Tiger's Eye. So we've got rings, we've got weapons. I should probably bring a one-hander. Let's just bring the Scorch Blade, because when you've got a shield, it's usually a good idea to have a sword to go with it. It is... Sacrificial Blades, that's the one I was thinking of. That's the good against undead knives. Sorry, light weapon. Same thing. Where's Holy Purification is good against the undead. Don't know why that wasn't flagged there, that was weird. Can't remember what the Imperial Helm does. Ask a Holy Fortune was actually quite good. Draining rebirth thing. Let's throw that in. Yeah, I don't need Tiger's Eye. How many helmets have I got? Just the one. Oh, Band of Faith. That's just straight up less damage. Sure, how? Actually, you know what? Let's leave the Valiant Aegis out. So I don't need the sword to go with it. So we've got rings, we've got armor, one artifact. I can have the Holy Purification back in. That's what we need. Supplies wise, we'll bring food. We can bring healing. And I bring Fate's Path because Fate's Path is never not brilliant.
The Empire works against its own people, yet none of it matters. There will be no uprising as long as they are fed. Yet, take away their bread, and even the most peaceful begin to consider the songs of revolt.
Absolutely. The Reaper was paid up front by a halfling called Garrick Drowkin. Brilliant name. Entire cartload of gold. Who is Garrick? He's a mercenary. Used to work for the Empire. Now works for the highest bidder. Who would be able to bid the highest? Probably the Emperor himself. Do we know where he is? On the road to Bridgemore. there's a famine, just give up. But, no, let's go, chase it down. Guy puts down a bounty on my head, and then just...
For better or for worse,
Screw that
the
guy.
Northerners understand these lands better than most.
Tracker for hire, yep. So she's going to tell me about 3 cards. I get the shard if I... yeah, and then, like, if I pay her, she'll teleport me to the card that she's overturned, which can be very useful. And you only get the shard if you pick the 3rd one, which is the most expensive one, obviously. Shop. I don't know if I'll be able to afford it, though. That's the end of the level. Yep. Can't afford anything. Thomas the Ogre.
Of course, in a world that has lost all of its wonder, violence, muscle, and brute strength still remain. So like the usurper in all its ways.
Absolutely. So, a load of farmers are going to confront an evil ogre who has food, and then, you know, they get his food. But turns out he's actually a nice ogre. I have stolen no goods from these humans. What food I possess I earned with my own hands. So I can fight him, or I can just straight up refuse to fight him, and we will do some gambits instead. He lives behind the waterfall, which is just gold. Magical trinket that he is willing to bet, so I'm going to play a dice game to start with. It's going to give me equipment. Thank you. Card game. Oh god, it's only one. 4, what's the second one? It's the bottom one. And now I get to pick one of the 2. I am going to take the Armoured Gluttony because that multiplies massively in terms of the food that you get. Now, I've beaten him on all 3
Nicely
gambits,
timed.
which should make him cross. Yep. I'll have you all for dinner. Absolutely. But it gets me an achievement, which is the important thing. And here we've avoided
Seek,
the Hungry
but do not
Peasant's
starve.
card. The Hungry Peasant card just exists to reduce the amount of food that you've got. You just give food to the crowd. So the fact that I've avoided that is quite nice. Oh, Chester, please, give food. Okay. I will pay 10 gold for 8 food. Hell yeah. Thanks, babe. Armor of Gluttony didn't work because I'm not wearing it. Because I don't have enough fame. That explains. But Bitter Winter, I can give the guy all 8 food. Because that's going to add the harvest card to the deck. Which, when we encounter that, that should give us the shard.
The people need food,
Peasant.
and they turn to you because their leaders have failed them. The land
sweet
itself
guys.
has failed them.
Right, I'm going to give them all the food I've got. So now I'm starving. And now I'm going to show that I have no food, which will disperse the mob. If you try to pretend that you don't have food when you do have food, you draw like as many pain cards as there are villagers, or you have to fight them. And in the top right, the villagers lost 10 limit thing. One of the
Hunger.
win conditions of the level
It chews at
is
you.
not
This
killing
whole
as
land
many
is
villagers as you
starving,
can.
and you are left with only hard choices.
And the urchins here come and pickpocket your food. Again, I haven't got any food for them to pickpocket, which that's good. Normally you have to chase them down.
The damage
and, like,
will persist
get
unless you
your
can
food back.
find a meal to relieve yourself.
No.
The well-fed are unpredictable. The hungry always seek a meal, through force if necessary.
Absolutely. So I can do exactly the same thing again. I have no food, so the mob just disperses. But I do have a healing potion, which is why I brought it. So that will, in some respects, mitigate my starving. I have no money though, so...
You should buy food. You can't, of course. Your ill planning shows itself in so many ways. No food and no money to buy it with.
Yep. Still no food. But as long as I don't starve to death, the fact that I don't have any food is beneficial to me at this point. But, the porpoise will give me food. And then I will straight up just stuff my face and eat it all. Heal off all my starvation damage and then continue to starve. That's more useful strategically in terms of actually succeeding with this challenge. Not shoot me. Hold on, anytime you like, in terms of action. Oh, he fell through the floor. Fantastic. You don't actually see them clip through the floor very often, which, you know, is surprising and impressive given this is an indie game built in, you know, Unreal Engine with a whole load of just very basic assets.
The damage taken from starvation is more than the healing delivered by eating. As with many things, we find ourselves sliding further and further into hardship.
Haha! Okay. So I've turned over far north again. Given that I am not as well equipped in terms of preparation for starving as I had hoped, I'm not going to go to it, but I will trade equipment for other equipment. Healing spirits and the ring, the armor of blessing, which I still don't have enough fame to wear. I'm going to trade both of those.
You lack prominence to use this weapon.
Fortunes, which is
Gain
garbage.
more fame.
And I'm gonna then give that away for a food gain card. Yay! Waterfall of Youth, if I can get the blessing, that would be very nice. Bottom, third. Nope. Damn it. Just get some food. Aww, baby Yvonne crawls under the table. Yeah, so Yvette is useless and doesn't help you, and Yvonne is helpful, basically. So, when you go there, and Yvette is an adult, and Yvonne is a baby, just nothing comes of that. But now I've got plenty of food, which I should probably... Actually, no.
She smells
that's the
death
game.
upon you. Death promised
Damn
but
it.
not delivered.
Oh no!
Death whose time has been
I was hoping
delayed.
I could turn back, and oh, that's so annoying. I didn't realise that there wasn't an option to turn back before this end. Oh well, that's fine. Just go into this final fight with literally default equipment and half health. Ah, dear. And I didn't even get to harvest. Oh, bloody hell. So annoying. Anyway, so necromancers are really weird. Which is to say, they're like squishy summoners. You know, she's not particularly like much of a big deal. But then every so often, when she gets to a certain health milestone, she does that, where she does this gruesome bone armor, as the description calls it. Which I have to bash. I'm really ill-equipped for bashing as well, because it's sort of sword and odd axe. She brings her skeletons back from the dead, which is very annoying. You know, she brought them back from the dead the first time, but now she brings them back from the dead again. Bash. Bash. I think problems dealt with all the minions actually. So they can only come back from the dead a certain number of times. Oh no, she has brought something back again. Hey, she's not dead. Oh, through the wall and then yeeted up through physics. Oh, so good. Oh, I'm so annoyed that I didn't explore the map fully. Damn it. Oh, well. Smoking ash is all that remains of the necromancer as you expect the contents of the crypts. You find letters written and signed with the Emperor's seal calling for my death. He is the one who hired the assassin. Because, the voice of the hermit ringing in my ear, it is not what you have done, but what you are yet to do. So, like, the fact that he thinks that I want to kill him is making me want to kill him, I guess. Anyway, go. So we got gold.
This is what we seek to eradicate. These creeping horrors that stretch across our land.
I guess. Wretched, Thomas the Ogre, and the Mystery Chest. Thunder's Talons. I always thought it was said Thunder's Talons, which I thought made more sense, but then it's no, it is Thunair. Thorn Shell and the Ring of Defense. Ring of Defense is great, it just straight up adds defense. And because we didn't get any of the villagers killed, we get traps that are Colgan's traps. Beating Thomas at his own game, Gladiator's Visage, which is great, it gives you blessings. The better you are in combat, basically. Oh, I'm so annoyed at all these encounters we missed. Oh, it's so irritating. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it here for today, actually. We've rushed through a whole 5 whole encounters. And the devil is an interesting one that deserves full attention, as are the Tower and the Stars. So we will do that on Wednesday. This will be up on YouTube, you can watch it, pause it, read all the Charon descriptions that I skipped through, all that good stuff. Yeah, so we'll be back on Wednesday for the Devil and the Tower. And yep, until then, please click all the linkies in my Twitch bio to my YouTube, my Twitter, all the likes, the subscribes, the comments, the follows, all that good stuff is what we like to see. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching everyone, bye!